Hello and welcome to Non-Stop Wrestling Chat. My name is Barry and this is your Impact Wrestling review on this wonderful Wednesday. Coming at you today, guys, with a really bad migraine, so I'm just going to try and make this as quick as possible. Last night I really enjoyed Impact. It was a fun show. There was nothing really, nothing really. It was just a fun wrestling show to watch. But before we go any further, guys, don't forget to hit that big thumbs up for me and hit subscribe. Your support means a bunch to me, and if you really want to know when I update these videos, don't forget to hit the bell because you'll get a little notification. Right, guys, let's get right into this. So the first match we had was the TNA World Championship, which was Heath against Moose. Moose picked up the win at 8:54, 2.5 stars here, guys. It was a good match. Honestly, it was a really good match. There was nothing really out of the ordinary. Like I said, it was a middle road, good, strong match. This was the first time that you've kind of seen Moose in big danger over the past couple of months. But yeah, I liked it. After this, we had Matthews and Madison talking about Emergence, which is starting in 2 weeks. It's going to feature Gracie's rematch for the Knockout Championship. I'm really quite looking forward to watching this Emergence thing. I'm not really sure if it's going to be like a not really sure if it's going to be like a weekly kind of pay-per-view thing based over 2 weeks, and then it might come back the month later or something. But let's see what happens. Next, when we come back from the break, EC3's kind of video clips are playing, showing it. Famous opponents that he's battled against, such as Sting, Angle, Styles, Samoa Joe, Rude. So he kind of goes on to say he achieved so much, and he's achieved everything that he's wanted to achieve, everything in his wrestling career. And he had a moment of perfection. He's been through the kind of ringer, and he's going to challenge for the TNA Heavyweight Championship. He's saying Moose has got the warning, and he's going to challenge for it. Then we're in the ring with Jimmy Jacobs. He introduces tag team championships, the Motor City Machine Guns. Tag team champions, the Motor City Machine Guns. They hit the ring, they pose a little bit with their titles. Jacobs congratulates them. Shelley, and they're kind of talking about getting back into things, how they left 8 years ago, and then they say the North was a great tag team. The North's music hits, they come out. So the former champions are they're pretty much just aiming up for another match, and it looks like they're going to be facing an Impact Emergence. I think it'll be a great match. Motor City Machine Guns are one of my favourite teams back in the day, and still I think they are I still think they're probably one of the best in the business at the moment. Even though they've just came back, I think both of these guys are really top form, top of their game. So then here I've got, back from the break, it's Wrestle House time. We get the kind of 90s goofy intro. See, the Wrestle House, really, I'm not a big fan of it, but I know people that love it, so we're kind of just in the middle of, do you love it, do you hate it, what do you do? But I don't know, I'm not a big fan, but I don't utterly hate it, and I don't utterly love it, so I'm just kind of, when it's there, I just watch it for what it is. I have quite a lot of the Wrestle House stuff going on here. Then it's a match time as part of the Wrestle House, so we get Alicia Edwards and Susie versus Johnny Swinger. I didn't even rate this, it was only 1 minute 46 seconds. I know it's comedy, but it's just wasn't really funny. It was just, it wasn't really like a funny match. So then the Impact flashback moment of this week was Sami Callihan beating Cage to capture the Impact World title in a steel cage. I really enjoyed it was an actual moment this time instead of a full match, but I really enjoyed that match and I enjoyed watching it. Then we have the Good Brothers walk to their car. They see that the door's open, it's got beers in it that are opened. A police officer comes up and he thinks they've been drinking and driving, saying they've broke the law. Ace Austin says, or you have Doc and Ace Austin get into a little thing, Doc gets arrested, and then we go back to the ring. Impact World title match, Eddie Edwards versus Sami Callihan. Eddie Edwards picks up the win at 11:54. 2 stars here. Eddie Edwards and Sami Callihan are always magic in the ring, guys. This match wasn't perfect by any means. That's why I gave it 2 stars. It wasn't perfect. The reason I gave it 2 stars was mostly because at the start, when RVD attacked, nobody sold it. Like, RVD attacked and nobody says, the announcers didn't really sell it when it was happening, and nobody said anything about it after it. Like, nothing was said about it at all. So I just think that is the one that brought it down for me. Otherwise it would have been probably a 3 stars. And the match just wasn't the best match, but it was a good match. We head back to the Wrestle House. We've got a little bit of back and forth, people talking and a load of poo. Then we have Rosemary and Kylie Ray. 4 minutes 33. I gave this a 1.5 rating, guys. It's Wrestle House. I'm going to start rating this different than the actual Impact show. Backstage we have Carl Anderson. He says he's on his way to get Doc out. Ace shows up, kind of mocking them a little bit. That leads to Anderson just attacking. Then Fulton shows up to take control. The double team Anderson, beating him down. Fulton gets Carol up, and Ace lays... Sorry guys, I've wrote this and I'm trying to read it. Ace lays in with his walking stick a couple of times, so that Anderson is on the ground, and we're off to a break. I like this little segment here. I'm loving what Carl Anderson and I'm just loving what the Good Brothers are doing, guys. I know they've only been here for a week or two, but I'm really enjoying it. So then we've got next match is Chris Bay against Rowett. Chris Bay and Rowett against TJP and Ba. TJP and Ba pick up the win. 2 stars. It was a good tag match, guys. I think it's one of the best I've seen TJP and Ba in for a while. But it was a fun, interesting match. Rich Swann comes down to the ring with crutches. He's kind of going on about it's Slammiversary, talking about Eric Young's assault, saying that he came over, he's got over so much to become a wrestler. He's one of his worst injuries in January. Kind of going on like what's been happening to him, how the doctor says he wouldn't wrestle again, how he's came back, and then this happened. And then Swan goes on until Eric Young attacks him, grabs his crutch, slams it into his leg and runs off. The roster runs after him. It's kind of everybody tries to help Swan and stuff like that, but that's it. So overall 2.5 stars. Impact delivered. Do you know? Yeah, 2.5 stars. I was going to change it there. No, I think 2.5 is deserving. It was a good wrestling show, a good night. Like I says, I don't like the Wrestling House stuff. I don't love it and I don't hate it. It's just there, but it could definitely be better. And also, the one thing that I really think could be better was I just think the Wrestling House thing is what brings the show down a little bit if you don't love it. But it was a fun show. It really was a fun show. And do you know, it's going to sound so bad, but even I'm watching TNA just now, but even back in the Jeff Hardy against Abyss from can't even remember when it was from. Let me tell you. 2005, I think it was. 2005. But I really think the crowd never really, you never really got a big crowd atmosphere from TNA and Impact and stuff like that. So them not having a crowd, it doesn't really affect anything. But yeah, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you there. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Sorry if I wasn't my normal chatty self here. I'm really dealing with a migraine, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you here tomorrow for AEW versus NXT.